I almost said Thursday, but I mean Friday. Happy Friday. Bon vendredi. That's how you said it in French. Feliz Viernes. That's how you say it in Spanish. So I'm gonna get started doing my live today, and I'm working. Actually, I'm actually working, and I'm also doing a live too. So I might have to disconnect, and I hate I have to disconnect sometimes. But sometimes, I'm looking at my computer, and I'm also doing a live. I'm doing two things at once. I'm doing two things at once, and we talking about headed. We talking about '90s memories. I was a latchkey kid, yeah. So, if you don't know what it is, it's like a kid that got the key. Come home, no parents there, or you just kind of come home from school or whatever, and you just kind of sort of take care of yourself. So I was that way for a while. So, y'all, what's going on today? Y'all, let me know what's going on. Happy Friday. Any plans for this weekend? So I would just not say nothing right now because I ain't got nobody watching at this moment, but I got a lot to cover. And I cover something almost every day. Yeah, so I've been on doing my lives about like once or twice a day. And the reason I've been doing is because I want to be consistent with what I'm trying to build. And I feel like if I can get up and work and, put my time into helping another business, where you go, like I work from home, right? But I just feel like if I can put my time into helping somebody else build a dream, why can I not put my own time into helping myself build my dream? That's just how I feel. And they just come from years of work experience and just looking around and just seeing how things are. I'm more confident about utilizing my time to build something. I was just going to, I'm probably going to still do this because I was going to call some organizations that need Spanish interpreters. I was going to do that. I'm trying to contemplate on doing it. I called like a couple places at one point to try to see if they need any Spanish interpreting. And I didn't really get anybody that needed it. But I only called like maybe one or two, I think like two places at once. But we're talking about building dreams, about my field, how I've been like really working on the build I'm doing. I'm gonna be straight up with y'all on everything. I'm a real person. I love to tell people the real deal. Stuff that I've been through. I like to really give them my insight on everything that I feel and what I'm working on. So I don't really even know where to start. I'm like sort of kind of like focused on a few different things. Um, so yeah, I'm focused on a few different things right now as far as like what I can really, talk about. But I really don't want to wait until people connect, like that's really like I guess it kind of sort of touches on what I'm really trying to say. Like I don't want to wait. And it's like a big thing, and I think people can kind of relate to the same thing. Like right now I'm sitting in live and I got zero people, right? No one's here, no one's watching, right? So I want to use this model to reflect my business. I want to use it to inspire people. You can watch the live later, whatever, but I want to use this model of having zero people watching you. And I want to show that, talk about, hey, Sarah, what's up? How you doing, Sarah? Good morning. How you doing? Go ahead, like the video. First person to like, go ahead and subscribe or not, you know. Hey, y'all coming on in. I can't believe it. We got people coming in faster and faster. So go ahead and like that video. Let me know where you're from. Go ahead and say that in the comment. You like her? Okay. Yeah. So y'all go ahead and do that. So as you can see the description, on my TikTok, on my YouTube live, that I have my website and we're talking about 90s memories. And then we're also talking about where am I going? Where are we going? Hold on my mic. We talking about where am I going? Where am I going? Where are we going? I'm 37. How old are y'all? How old are y'all? So that's the topic today. It's a basic topic, but it's insight. It's to help people out. Sometimes when you're going through a struggle, helping people out is your job. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody ever perfect. Ain't nobody ever perfect. You 25, okay, yeah, go ahead and subscribe. If you like nostalgia from the 90s, anything of that nature, go ahead and subscribe. Because I'm going to talk to y'all about some real stuff. I was thinking about, I've been trying to find a book to read because I like to read about certain things. Oh, you turning 32 this year? Okay. So I've been trying to like, because I like to read sometimes, and reading sometimes kind of help you to find your journey. It helps you to be motivated and stuff like that. But I'm like, I don't need to really read a book at this point, because I'm not going to say I don't necessarily need, because I like to read, and I think reading is fundamental. But I'm like, I've been having so many experiences that I need to write a book. That's what I'm saying. I'm like, I done had so many experiences that I think I might need to write a book. So you said I watch all your food reviews. Okay, I have did some reviews on food. I have did some reviews on food, but it's been a long time. Like, I don't do them that often. Yeah, I don't do them that often. Okay, so let's just get into the topic. Okay, let's just get into what we're talking about. Okay, so what I'm talking about, I'm building my own business, right? So what you're on now, you're on my live, right? So I do nostalgia, right? 90s nostalgia. And I also offer language services to help people learn Spanish or French. That's what I do. I also offer English for my Spanish speakers. That's what I offer. So to sum it up my channel, what I do: dance, language, culture. Three things that gives you the whole spiel of my channel. Dance, you're going to see me dancing. You're going to see languages, and you're going to see culture. Black culture, nostalgia, 90s. Any of those topics, you're part of the right channel. Who likes any of that? Like, some people in here are children. At times I've had children connect, but who really genuinely likes one of those? If you like those, you should subscribe, because that's what you're going to see like 90% of the times. And of course, I talk motivational things. I give you like my personal life, like what I'm going through. Like, you said like what? I was born in 1988. I was born in 1988. So you said sub the art. Yeah, I think I read part of the book in French before. You said I came in live because I wanted to find you. Born in 88. You see, he's 10 years old. So I don't think that my channel would be, I mean, I'm not going to say it wouldn't be for nobody 10, but I talk about like a lot of old school stuff. You know what I'm saying? You was born in 1999. Oh, man. Let me give y'all a memory from 1999. I remember that year. 1999, I got a Nintendo 64 for Christmas when it was out. And I was like, in 99, I was like 11 years old by Christmas time. So that sounds very young to me. I'm 37. Do you have two channels, or was it early on food reviews? I don't know. Was I on a food review? I don't even know. I don't even know what's going on now. I just be doing my channel. Like, I don't know what be like. Did they put me on something? I may be viral and don't know. You said I was born in 2001 during the tragedy. I remember that. I was in high school. I was in, when you were born in 2001, I was in middle school when you were born. You said I'm a Cancer. Okay, shout out to the Cancer. I'm a Libra, born in 2015. Man, it seemed like that was last night. Like, that was so, like 2015 seemed like it was just last night or something. Not even yesterday. I remember that like for sure. And that's when I really started living my life. I started living my life really in 2015. That's when I started partying a lot. That's when I started to move out of Memphis. I left Memphis because Memphis was boring. Not really a lot of opportunities for me there. So that was in 2015. I feel like that's when my life really took off. Like, really. You said born in 94, but didn't get a PS2 until, okay. Yeah, so why are y'all here? That's what I'm trying to say. What I'm trying to do every day is I'm trying to scale my channel, and I'm really trying to only get the people to subscribe that's genuinely interested in what I'm offering. So, like I said, it's three different things that really sums up what I offer, what I do: dance, culture, language, dance, language, culture. That's what I do. So, what are you here for? So I can know, kind of get a better. You said never give up. Right, right. Never give up. Never give up. So I'm never giving up because what I just said was if you can give your time to a job, you can give your time to your own company. You know what I'm saying? If I can come in, if I can go clock in and work every day, then I can work for my own self. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes we don't have the confidence to do that. Yeah, we don't have sometimes the confidence to do that because we scared we gonna fail. And I was scared for a long time. And then you have certain companies that manipulate you into thinking that you're not good enough. You know what I'm saying? It's like a subtle thing. You know what I'm saying? So all of that pushed me to start my own business. All of that pushed me. Thank you. You love my hair? I appreciate that. Yeah, all of that pushed me to start my own business because what I started to think was like, okay, at the end of the day, what you working with at the beginning of your day? What's the first thing you working with? It's not money. At the end of the day, what are you working with? Can somebody answer that? And this is like the motivational part and like the self-reflection part of my life. Like we talk about the 90s, we talk about stuff like that, but I've been through so much that man, sometimes I wish I had somebody that did lives that focused on like real topics and real things to really kind of help me to see things a different way. You know what I'm saying? At an earlier age. I mean, I'm glad that um some who you said if you want I can leave. What do you mean leave? What do you mean leave? Like who's leaving? Like what are you talking about? You said if you want I can leave. Yeah, I just don't understand where that come from, but yeah. So as I was saying that what was that? Let me see. Guys, respect for him, everyone's different, but not the inside. We should try to be kind to those who have different religions. And me, my religion, Islam, I ain't judging. Right. Yeah, this is not a religious topic. This is not really a religious type of live. You know what I'm saying? So, oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. When I ask why you're here, I'm asking because I'm telling you like the certain things that my channel is about, right? Like I'm not saying it in a way like a confrontational way, like why are you here? You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying it like that. I'm asking like what brings you here based on what the channel is about, right? So I'm saying that I talk about the 90s, I dance, I do the languages, which is Spanish and French, culture. That's my focus. That's what I'm saying. So when I ask why you're here, I'm asking what in that category or what I'm offering and telling you why are you here? That's what I'm saying, Like with anything, if you needed money, you go to the bank, right? You're there for the money. If you go to a fast food restaurant, you there because you hungry. If you go to the movies, you want to see a movie. So it's like my channel. Why are you here? Like I'm offering this. So why yeah. You know what I mean? I'm just trying to scale my channel. Thank you. You said my smile is beautiful. I get that a lot of times. Thank you. I appreciate that. What are some of your favorite 90s shows? I'm gonna go with Family Matters. I love Family Matters. I grew up watching Family Matters when Family Matters was out. Like when there was new episodes. I grew up watching that. I would say Xena Warrior Princess, my lord, Xena Warrior Princess. Like I feel like I'm technically back in 1995. I was staying in Memphis, Tennessee, at the age of probably 7 and 6 years old, like about 7 and 8, 7 and beyond. And man, like I used to run like I was a hard-headed little kid. Like, I wasn't raised with my mom. I wasn't raised with her. I was raised with my aunt. So and I was raised with my grandma first. Like my grandma, she raised me first. So she was like older, so I sort of kind of used to run over her. You know what I'm saying? I used to just do my own thing. I was bad. Yeah, I was bad. I was really bad. And in the 90s, I can remember that I didn't have no friends. I used to feel so sad because I didn't have no friends, like I wanted to have. So in the 90s, I used to come in sometimes early. I would come in early because I wanted to see Xena, Warrior Princess. And I used to like the way she used to scream, like la 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 la, I used to like that. And I just love Xena. And she was a woman that fought, so I just liked it, that woman power. Like, it was just, I love Xena. Like, that's just, sometimes I done felt kind of guilty about it because I'm like, man, I'm black, and I'm like, people probably would think like I'm taking your black card. Like, how did you like Xena? But I don't care. Like, come on now, I love Xena. But I liked it. Family Matters too. Sabrina the Teenage Witch. I love Sabrina. That was my show. It used to be TGIF come on Fridays. And I used to watch it. TGIF. Buffy, I remember Buffy. I read a book on Buffy one time. They had like a book, but I never watched Buffy. You said your accent is a mix of hood and country. Yeah, I'm from Memphis, Tennessee. So I live in Mexico, y'all. So, I speak three languages and I still got the accent. So that's my signature. That's my signature. Is part of my channel. I got a hood southern accent, but I speak three different languages. So that's why I call myself Russell Trilingual. So what I didn't mention is also my channel is about the southern charm, because I'm southern. Like, you don't get that often. Like, you don't really get people that's from the south that was black. This black. I'm not saying that ain't nobody else speak Spanish. I'm not trying to brag, but you don't normally get nobody that speak three languages. That speak languages. I don't know what's up with my mics. I got to charge my mics. But you normally don't get nobody that speak three languages like that every day. It's not an everyday thing. I've been interpreting for like 6 years, 7 years over the phone. And every time somebody else interpreting, they be like Rodriguez, Hernandez. They always have like a Spanish last name. But my last name, I'm Hill. I'm Hill, y'all. So I learned on my own. I've been in Mexico for 6 years. So keep watching the stuff that I post. Subscribe to the channel if you're not subscribed. I'm trying to bowl. Yeah, so go ahead and subscribe. I gotta charge my microphones up, y'all, cause it's they dying down. It look like it. Yeah, but now I don't speak Burmese. I don't speak that. I just speak Spanish and French. And I can see when y'all subscribe to the channel. So let me check in and see who subscribed. I'm trying to get to 5,000 people. Now, okay, I'm doing good. Y'all doing good. So y'all keep subscribing. Keep on going subscribing. You could say my swearing in. What do you mean, like my swearing? What do you mean, my swearing? I'm working at the same time, y'all, too. I'm working at the same time that I'm that I'm talking to y'all. I'm back. Yeah, I'm back. I'm on lives every day. So if you want to come on, you just subscribe. Okay, let me see. I can tell if you subscribed or not. Okay, yep. So thank you for the subscription. Oh, Mons. You can say putain. You can say merde. If you want to say I don't give a fuck. If you want to say that, je m'en fous. Je m'en fous. That's how you say that. So that's how you say it in French. Y'all can go book a lesson on my website too, Russell Trilingual. If y'all want to learn French and book a lesson, you can do that on russelltrilingual.com. Yep, I can teach you. You can book a lesson. How old are you, Sarah? Yeah. So we um yeah. Sarah was telling me how old she was. Yeah, she was telling me that. But yeah, let me get into. I feel like I haven't got deep into the topic yet. Yeah, I haven't got deep into the topic. So what I was gonna say was we were talking about where I'm going. We were talking about what inspired me to create my channel, like my Russell Trilingual. We were talking about that, right? We were talking, and I want to talk about this because I want to help people out. People are having a hard time finding jobs. Some people feel not motivated. They don't feel like they're motivated. So I don't only want to talk about the night. I also want to talk about this in general. You know what I'm saying? Your life in general. I want to talk about my inspiration. You know, what helped me out, what made me come to the point where I decided to do what I'm doing now. You know what I'm saying? I want to talk to y'all about that. That's the whole purpose of it. You can add anything you want in the comments. You can say what you want to say, you know, long as it's lining up with one of the topics, you know, something inspirational. You can talk about what you've been through. You can talk nothing about anything else other than that, right? So if y'all talking about something else, I don't want to be distracted from that, right? Okay. So first we're gonna talk about what made me create Russell Trilingual, what made me do it, inspiration. That's the first thing. Okay, I'm freestyling this, okay? Like I don't have no script, it's just me talking to you. Okay. So over the years, by me seeing things, what I was asking y'all at first, when you wake up in the morning, what is the first thing that you have? This your main asset. It's not money, right? When you get up in the morning, there's a certain asset that you have, right? Everybody want that. Everybody want that particular. It's not food. No, it's not food. It's not food. It's not food. No, it's not food. It's not that. So when you first wake up in the morning, you have a certain asset, but it's not money. It's not food. It's not none of it. We all get a second chance. No, not water, but that I mean that's a good guess. Okay, time. Time. I love movies on time travel. I love movies about time travel. I really love it. Okay, so time is gonna still be time no matter what's going on. No matter what's going on, time is going to be there. It doesn't matter working for somebody else. It doesn't matter if you're working for yourself. It doesn't matter. Time is consistent. Time is not going to stop. It's not going to stop. Earlier in life, I had different jobs that didn't always line up with what I really wanted, you know, and kind of sort of feel the greediness of the managers or the people that was, you know, really trying to build what they were building. And at the end of the day, like I've made so many different changes about, you know, like my career, what I'm doing, but I knew at a certain point what I really wanted. But no matter which way you slice this, we still coming back to time. It's not, no matter which way you slice it, you cannot erase time. Time is gonna, no matter your decision you make, time is gonna keep moving. No matter what you do, no matter what, time is limited. You might not feel that way because we take life for granted a lot of the times. So you might not feel that it's limited. But we understand that the way that companies present things is sort of kind of different than the reality of things. You know what I mean? If you know what I mean. So to me, I look at it like you selling your time at the end of the day. Just how I look at it. You're selling it. You know what I'm saying? If you're working for a company, you're selling it. So long term, I started to think like, you know, I want to do something that makes me feel happy. I want to do something that helps other people. I want to do something because I could see other people around me that was doing simple stuff and it was working. Like just simple. Like you look online, like people doing stuff that's way more simple than what I'm doing. You know, but they still like believe in what they doing. You know what I'm saying? Like many times I have thought about giving up. Many times I have thought about giving up because right now people leaving, right? And I was at a point where I wanted to please everybody to the point where I want everybody to like it. I want everybody to love what I'm doing. I want everybody, like I sort of, and I think it's kind of comes from me growing up in a household where I didn't grow up with my parents, right? So by me not growing up with my parents, like I felt like would have been healthier. I think that kind of sort of made me think that way. But the thing what you have to do, you have to be consistent no matter what. When you starting a business and stuff like that, you got people with ideas that's doing a lot. Okay, it started with a simple idea, and they really just believed in what they did. If you're gonna stop something because everybody's not supporting you, if you don't believe in yourself, how is everybody else gonna believe? How's you gonna believe in anybody else? You cannot believe in yourself if you're stopping or you're toning yourself down because everybody else is not believing in you or because everybody else not supporting you. Like you really can just not do that because it's always better to show up than not to show up. That's just that on that. So you must unapologetically show up and do your thing. You know what I'm saying? And that's the only way you're gonna actually learn what will work and what won't work. You know what I'm saying? So that's what really helped me to start Russell Trilingual was because I felt like I was selling time to things that didn't align up to what I really wanted. And I felt like regardless of which step I took, it was gonna be the same. Like time is not gonna change. There's something that's gonna be set. It's just there. You know, you can't change it. It's like non-negotiable type thing. So when you look in the long term, and then you can also kind of take money out of it too. I mean, money is it helps us, right? But at the same time, long term, I think is very important that you internally happy. Because we got people that's got a lot of money, they not necessarily happy. You know what I'm saying? So like I say, just to sum it up, just to kind of make this a little more focused and understood. So um, I just got tired of working for other people. That's just that. I just got tired of working for other people because at the end of the day, you selling your time. Yeah, true that, right? Right, right. Like you selling your time at the end of the day. Like you can't get that back. But we so programmed to think that it's the money is the most important thing. Money is just a tool. It's just a part of it. But it's a mentality that they try to sell to us. But really, at the end of the day, long term, you having your own stuff, your own shit, is really is the real thing. Right. You having your own thing, owning your own stuff, money is the root of all evil. Yes, yes. And I felt in the traps many times, feeling like, I'm working this job, I'm working 40 hours a week or whatever like that. And I'm not saying you shouldn't do that, but I feel like you need to have a plan on starting your own business. That's just that on that. Like I don't like to be controlled or manipulated or under somebody else's house. It's like you having your own house. You stay under somebody else's rules, you go by their rules. You got your own place, you do your thing. So I feel like me starting my own channel, me having my own website gives me a lot of control in a very positive way. Cause some of the people like behind closed doors, you know what I'm saying? Like they not upfront with you. They not really trying to help you at all times. So like I said, I got to the point where I'm like, okay, I gotta do my own thing. You know what I'm saying? Time is very limited. Very limited. Like I have lost like cousins at just 21 years old. A cousin at just 21. So when you really think about it, man, you gotta be thankful for life. You gotta be thankful for life. You gotta you can't go wrong with trying. You cannot go wrong with trying. Even if you don't succeed on the first try, it's always better to at least try. I'm gonna say this with y'all. All right, so I got my online business, and I'm a Spanish interpreter, right? Reason I did it because these companies greedy. These companies greedy. They want you to wait on the line and not get paid when you don't get a call, but then only pay you when they get calls, right? So it's like a lot of my time is being tied up into they system that's really not the most beneficial for me, right? So that's why I got my own interpreting going on my own website. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I appreciate y'all for coming in. You said yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm just speaking some real truth right now. I'm just speaking you some real truth, telling you why I started my business, what motivated me. This is what it's about. You can add on, say what you want to say. Give me like an anecdote if you ever been through something similar or whatever. Starting your own business is the only way to go. That's how I look at it. Because when you look at time, I don't know why companies, why y'all like they really try to like sell like time. Your time is not unlimited. Your time is not unlimited. But I gotta go, y'all. Y'all gonna subscribe. I'll be on later. I gotta go because I got a call.